Wouldn't it be cool to live forever? I mean, really, no time limits, no aging, no death. Just infinite time to explore everything this world has to offer. To master skills, to witness history unfold, to never have to say, I ran out of time. Sounds like a dream, right? But fiction, especially anime, usually doesn't see it that way. Immortality gets painted as a curse, a slow descent into madness. We meet characters who've outlived everyone they love, and are just waiting for it all to end. But what if it didn't have to be that way? What if immortality wasn't just pain and loss, but something beautiful, albeit bittersweet? I'm Cheshire, and today, we're talking about when immortality redefines fantasy. In Freyrin Beyond Journey's End, we follow Freyrin, an elf mage who's lived for over 1,000 years. She's not cursed, she's not dark or evil, she's just distant. After helping to defeat the Demon King with her companions, Freyrin leaves. For her, the adventure was one of many. For Himmel, Eisen, Heiter, for her party, it was everything. And when she returns, decades later, Himmel is old, dying. And that's when it hits her. Time, real time, has passed, and she missed it. Not because she didn't care, but because for her, time moves differently. Decades feel like days. Goodbyes feel temporary. She didn't realize how much she cared until he was gone, and that's what makes Freyrin special. The pain doesn't come from immortality itself. It comes from not valuing the time she had with the people around her. The passage of time waits for no one, not even an immortal elf. Though, I guess, there's a lot of time to procrastinate when you've got forever. That's the thing about time when you're immortal. It doesn't pressure you, it doesn't push, it waits. But that doesn't mean you can afford to. Because in the end, the real question isn't how long you live, it's what you choose to do with the time you have left. Freyrin Beyond Journey's End does one thing better than almost any other depiction of elves or immortal beings in fantasy. Freyrin showcases what life would actually be like with all of time ahead of you. And it isn't just epic quests and slaying monsters, but a grounded depiction of Freyrin's experiences and biases. It's only natural that an elf who's lived for over 1,000 years would have a warped perception of time. The more one experiences time, the less time becomes meaningful as one's experiences grow and new memories take the place of old ones. The anime is first and foremost a character-driven story, and as such, the series takes its time, no pun intended, to explore Freyrin's character and relationship with the world around her, as the seasons change, the statues weather, and the faces around her grow old and vanish. Freyrin explores the dichotomy between her old adventures with Himmel and company and contrasts them with her new party as they venture across the lands. Freyrin retraces her old journey, and she slowly begins to understand the meaning of time, and of the relationships she once took for granted. She starts paying attention. She starts caring. Not because she has to, but because she wants to. And the most tragic thing of all? Freyrin began to realize time's everlasting march, only after Himmel died, and it was far too late. Only then did she discover that despite having forever on the horizon, if she didn't live in the moment with those around her, she'd blink, and another 1,000 years would pass her by. And not even the statues of her former party would be around to keep her company. Freyrin Beyond Journey's End is a story about growth, regret, and the importance of making use of one's limited time. And it all stems from one simple truth. Living forever doesn't mean living well. Let's be honest, immortality can suck. Everyone you love will die. The places you once knew, they become dust in the long march of forever. Your memories, fuzzy and nostalgic for what was. Your purpose, maybe long forgotten at best. At worst, you won't recognize yourself in the mirror one day. Eventually, you're left alone, watching history repeat itself, again and again. The wisdom to fix the world's problems, but the lack of care to do anything but watch. Maybe you'll try to make the world a bit better, but how much power does one person, immortal or not, truly wield compared to time itself? One day, you simply give up, but you're not allowed the chance to exit stage right. But maybe that's not the end of the story. Because immortality isn't just a curse, it's a choice. A choice to keep on going, not surviving, but living. To keep loving. To keep finding meaning even when you've seen it all before. And that's what separates good immortal characters from great ones. Great immortal characters aren't trying to die. They're asking, why should I live? Because that's the irony of immortality. It forces us to ask what it means to be alive. To care. To remember. To choose connection even when we know it'll hurt to lose it. So, what does it mean to live forever? It means grieving more, loving harder, learning slower. It means losing again and again and still choosing to open your heart. It means that maybe, just maybe, the pain of forever is worth it for the moments that matter. Because immortality isn't the enemy, indifference is. The human condition is vast and nuanced, but as the years tick by, the immortal being will be left with only themselves. Connections will become fleeting moments, and those that did make an impact will only be a blip in forever. Bittersweet, yes, but isn't it better to live and experience forever in the moment, rather than looking back at what came before? Mourn for those of the past, and treasure the memories made together, but keep marching forward. Immortality is messy, and a curse, and a blessing. Nothing is black and white. The world is a mix of gray, and the human experience varies from person to person, lifetime to lifetime. Yes, immortality can be a fate worse than death, but it can also be beautiful, bittersweet, and a completely unique experience. Immortality is a spectrum for writers to find the necessary balance, but most will often settle for a lazy approach by depicting immortality as either a positive or negative experience, something to be chased or something to regret. The way in which writers choose to create their immortal character doesn't even need to be complex, but effort does need to be put into the why. Why does this immortal character want to die? Better yet, why does this immortal character want to live? Sometimes hope is more compelling than giving up. Immortality is in the eye of the beholder. It is neither good nor bad, but it is a tool for writers to explore the human condition in fiction. So, if you're writing an immortal character, or thinking about what it would mean to live forever, don't just ask, how does it end? Ask, why do they still care? Because sometimes, the most powerful thing an immortal can do is live. I'm Cheshire, and thanks for watching.